and welcome to another episode of Multiblock Madness, where today something's happening over there. But you can't see it because I had to split the previous episode into two parts because this took way longer than I thought it would. But get there eventually, so enjoy the episode where we make some radiation scrubbers. So, a bunch of patterns. Make a radiation scrubber. Elite plating. I don't think I haven't taught elite plating. I think I've taught all of these things. But borax needs... Now, what's the difference between radiated borax is borax and a radiation scrubber? Oh, you use borax? Oh no. It's changed. It used to be you just put power into it. Okay, so we need to make borax. Which means we need borax solution. And borax solution is... I need a chemical reactor with boric acid and sodium fluoride. Boric acid is water and diborane. Okay. Diborane is molten boron and hydrogen. Okay, let's... so we need diborane, we need sodium fluoride, we need boric acid. Sodium fluoride was... Oh my gosh. Hey, ethylene, don't we use that for making ethanol? Yeah, and then we use that for like making radaway stuff, which we want to do. Okay. Alright, so we need some chemical reactors anyway. Have I taught that recipe? No. Definitely going to need a few of these. I'm going to say we need... Let's get like 4. Oh, it uses BAM. BAM ingots. Wait, do we have like BAM? Oh, we know the recipes for crafting the rods. Right, and BAM ingots were in here. And we have the stuff, we can just turn it on. Alright. Cool. Now they can craft. And I guess we wait for that, and I'll start trying to prepare where we're going to set up this stuff. It's actually not too bad because we also want to set up like the radaway stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize TBU was going to be such an issue. We could also move this protactinium enriched thorium. We could move this to somewhere else. But I think dealing with radiation is kind of cool, so let's do that. Okay, so for making the first step in the chain, diborane, we need molten boron, which we can just melt boron, pretty simple, and hydrogen. Now I'm going to go the NuclearCraft route for getting hydrogen, which means we need water into an electrolyzer. So electrolyzer, actually we're going to want some conduits in 32,000 hour for tick. This stuff should be enough. I don't think we're going to want this to run fast. So electrolyzer. We have this infinite water source. I think we're probably going to want a AE cable on the back, so this can go here. You're going to start electrolyzing. We're going to end up with water and hydrogen. We're going to be putting that into a interface. A dual interface? Probably just a fluid interface. And we'll run the cables underneath. So we're going to end up with oxygen and hydrogen in here. How are we going to deal? Maybe we can put it into like a tank. Not sure. And then boron. We grab some boron. We put boron in here. And then we need another chemical reactor, and it's going to take the hydrogen and the molten boron and make diborane. So another chemical reactor. He's going to live here. You're going to get... I don't know if the boron's going to go across into you. Probably not. We're going to have to do some piping. Sweet. That is going to be diabrane. Nice. Next we need sodium fluoride. Sodium fluoride we need... This is the only way to do it. Fluid enricher. Hey, this might be better. Sodium fluoride. This is the way to go. So crushed willemite. We should have it. Nice. Nice. So sodium fluoride. Now, do we use this willemite for anything else? Maybe in the future. But we'll get this willemite and we will just keep it in stock. And actually this doesn't work, does it? It doesn't. Okay, instead we'll just do this. We'll sort that in a bit. So with this sodium fluoride, we need a fluid enricher. And one fluid enricher later. So the fluid enricher, you're going to want water as well. I wonder if we could do something like this. So you're going to get water. Also going to want power. Is this going to work? Yep. We're going to be getting the sodium fluoride. You're going to enrich that. That's going to get us sodium fluoride solution. Cool. Now boric acid is diborane and water. Okay. Diborane and water. So we're going to be getting diborane. I've forgotten already. Diborane and the chemical reactor with hydrogen and boron. So you're getting boron. Let's do it this way. Oh, that worked. Boron and hydrogen. Do you need more? Maybe you need more. You don't have more yet. Oh, you're away. Cool. So you're going to be getting the diborane. Then we need the diborane and water. So let's get another water source. And then there's going to be this next chemical reactor. This is going to be tricky to pipe. So chemical reactor. You've got diborane. You're going to need more diborane. We've got a bucket of diborane. Diborane and water. That's probably going to have to go on top. You need more, but you're going to be making boric acid and some hydrogen. Okay. And then borax solution. Sodium fluoride solution. Is that what we're getting here? We're getting that here. Cool. So borax solution is another chemical reactor. You only make sodium fluoride, so we can pipe that out. You make hydrogen, which is annoying. We're going to have to deal with that. You're going to go... Yeah. Yeah. Because then we need a crystallizer, right? A crystallizer. Let's get one of them crafting up. I guess you can go here as well, and then the crystallizer will go here, and we'll figure out the piping. So chemical reactor. Crystallizer is happening. You're going to be taking... And we could just void all that hydrogen, actually. I think we'll do that. Avoid all. We don't want hydrogen. There's something else we don't want too, right? You're going to be taking boron and hydrogen, right? For diborane. Yes, so we say we don't want this oxygen. Void all. Let's just get rid of it. And hey, that's gonna make things way easier actually. So boric acid and sodium fluoride is going to become the borax solution. And then our crystallizer goes here. And once you get enough of this stuff, you're making hydrofluoric acid. What do we use hydrofluoric acid for? Fluoromethane, hydrogen and fluorine. We might want that in the future. For now, we'll avoid excess. So we'll end up with 16 buckets of it. So you need more. But whatever gets made in here. So diborane, boric acid, right. It's going to make borax solution, that's still not going to be enough. Because for making borax, it's 6 millibuckets. That's actually enough. Let's void all of this. And then we might be able to use like a fluid conduit. And say, don't insert or extract here. Extract. Oh, is active? You got the borax solution? Nice. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Crystallizer makes 1 borax. We did it. And then we're going to be needing 4 for radiation scrubbers. And it looks like the efficiency and required power depends on the rad cleaning. So we could use radaway fluid. I see. So radaway fluid is way more efficient. So we'll probably go for radaway fluid. Because we can make that to make radaway. For getting rid of radiation that builds up on our player, which we're going to want for going to the reactor moon base thing. Yeah, we're going to want to do that. But we need the borax in the first place to build these radiation scrubbers. So I'm going to see if I can have this running all the time. There might be a way we can do that. I think we need some speed upgrades too. Okay. So a little bit of a mess, but this actually runs pretty well. We've got lots of like extracting on one color channel going in here. And I did discover you can, occasionally you can end up with the wrong stuff going somewhere, which is a pain. You can see hydrogen only ever ends up in here. So you actually are better to disable the output for all the other materials. Because even though we avoid them, I did discover I was occasionally getting sodium fluoride in this guy. But here's our borax. So that's working. Guess you can be a bit faster. We're drawing a bit of power here. We're drawing 61,000 RF a tick for running this stuff. I haven't automated the boron ingots coming in yet. And I guess I do want to do that. I don't think this is a viable channel to use. I think he's fully used further up. But this should work. We need to keep sodium fluoride in stock here. We need to keep boron in stock here. And that means we'll end up with borax. So, we should now be able to ask for a scrubber. Crystal binder. Oh, that's a combination of... Oh, we definitely don't. What's calcium sulfate? We don't have that. Okay, we're not ready. I thought this was that. I mean, it looks kind of similar. Okay. So calcium sulfate. Magnesium dust. We'll just have to teach a recipe for that. Calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate solution. Fluoride water and sulfuric acid. Sulfur trioxide. Sulfur dioxide. Molten sulfur and oxygen. Cool. Chemical reactor and molten sulfur and oxygen. Okay. We'll get a sulfur dioxide. And sulfur trioxide is sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Sweet. Cool. Let's get some chemical reactors for that. And we're going to need to bump up. Actually, we're going to need to turn off. Let's stop this guy. Let's stop you. For now. It's going to solve our immediate power problems. There we go, we're now making power again. Right, time to build with some more chemical reactors. Okay, so we grab this melter. This melter is going to live here. We're going to want the oxygen. Now we need to stop this guy from ever outputting out the front. And we want you to only output oxygen out the front. Now we're also going to have to change this to void excess in case we end up with too much hydrogen or too much oxygen. Because we want this guy to keep running. Does mean he'll never stop running and he uses 40,000 arithmetic. Possibly concerning, might be better to have a separate one, but that's okay. Then we get an ender fluid conduit. You don't do anything. You extract, always active. You'll extract oxygen. This is the melter, this is not the right machine. It's cool, I think it goes in the next one. And you don't connect there. And you don't connect there. This melter is going to receive sulfur. Okay, he's going to make the sulfur, which sulfur dioxide is made with oxygen and sulfur. So we need another chemical reactor. And yes, you're going to receive oxygen, and you shouldn't be receiving hydrogen. There. Stop doing that. Oh, I didn't mean to void all of that. So you're just getting oxygen. Then you're going to get, just to keep things easy, actually, you don't connect. You're going to be extracting cyan. You're going to insert on cyan. No, that's not going to work anyway. No. Let's keep doing that. You are going to, yeah, I guess this is fine. Extract on yellow. Insert on yellow. Always active. You're getting sulfur and oxygen. You're going to be making sulfur dioxide. Cool. Cool. Sulfur trioxide needs oxygen. And... No. So sulfur dioxide. We use that in a chemical reactor to make sulfur trioxide. Right. So another chemical reactor. You're going to... So you're just making sulfur dioxide. Sweet. You're going to extract on brown. You're going to insert on brown, always active. Sulfur dioxide. You then also need oxygen. So this does nothing. This inserts on light blue. No. Cyan. He's not making enough oxygen. Actually, something here makes oxygen, doesn't it? This is the guy that needs boron. No, we don't void here. Something else makes oxygen. Diborane and water. Which makes boric acid. Oh, it makes hydrogen. We don't want that. Okay. So we kind of just need... Why are you not extracting? Oh, always active. That'll do it. That would do it. So you've got some oxygen. You've got some oxygen. This guy's making sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide. Okay. Sulfuric acid is sulfur trioxide and water. In a chemical reactor. This is such a mess. Okay. You're going to extract on blue. Is anything else on this line and insert blue? No, you're going to insert on blue. Always active. You get water. We're going to have to... We could extract on blue here. Always active. You get sulfur trioxide and water, and you don't actually have power down here yet. No, you do, and you're going to be making calcium sulfate. Does this make calcium sulfate? Sulfuric acid, right. And then calcium sulfate is sulfuric acid and fluoride water. So fluoride water comes from clutch fluoride and water. And another chemical reactor. So I guess this will go here. And fluoride, I think. Yeah, we get that from crushing some sort of rock. Diorite, so we got heaps of this. Cool. So we're going to have to melt this. Calcium sulfate, fluoride water, fluid enricher, fluoride water. We need a fluid enricher. Enricher. Fluid enricher to go here, I think, with a water source on top. You're going to be crushed fluoride. That's going to get us calcium sulfate. And that's what we're after. Oh, no, we're getting fluoride water, which is... Right, that gets us hydrofluoric acid. So sulfuric acid and fluoride water in a chemical reactor. Guess we will... Yeah, we're not extracting on this guy yet, so maybe we move this to here. And, no, that's not. It's going to get way too confusing. So you don't insert. You don't insert. You only insert. Let's make it red, always active. Red, always active. Red. Fluoride water and sulfuric acid is eventually going to make. What a mission. What a mission. And I've been just chucking boron here just so we're getting borax. Cool. I think that's it, right? What a mess. And that's going to be getting us calcium sulfate and hydrofluoric acid. Oh, so we still need to crystallize that. Alright, crystallizer. Did I make one? I need another one. We're out of BAM ingots. And a crystallizer. So I don't know what we're doing with that sulfuric stuff. Hydrofluoric acid. I feel like we're already getting that from something else as well. Fluoromethane, which I don't know. We will avoid excess of that. We really care about the sulfate stuff. That's going to go. We're not extracting here yet. A crystallizer. Another ender conduit. You're going to extract on blue. You're going to insert on blue. Always active. And you don't come out the back. So we only get calcium sulfate. And eventually, calcium sulfate. Which means we put this in here. Can we now get a radiation scrubber? We're missing 7 of calcium sulfate, but we're now making it at least. What a mess. And then finally we got some calcium sulfate. We got some spare borax. Can we then craft a scrubber? Missing magnesium dust. We need to teach that recipe. A radiation scrubber. And we know we want it in here. Now, in the old version, it kind of mattered how much air was around it. Like you didn't want it jammed up in between lots of machines. So this is where the decay hastener is. So we'll say, I think we want this. And it just has to be in this chunk. So we think like this is going to be the really radioactive chunk. And we can see that it is. Of course, radiation spreads to other chunks, but this is the problem one, I think. So we come up here. We'll go for like roughly in the middle. Radiation scrubber. You're going to want power. You're going to do nothing at the moment because wait, I thought we put borax in you. Does this have to be melted borax or something? Wait up. Borax. Oh, we just hop around. You draw 200 hour fatigue. Okay, and now he's removing not heaps. He's removing 1 MRAD attack. We're going to want multiple of these, aren't we? Oh no, he's removing 83 MRADs attack. 1 MRAD attack? Why is this all over the show? We haven't used up a borax yet. Can we like to accelerate you? We're going to want multiple scrubbers, I think. Okay, and then for now, we're just going to hopper in. But You get some borax. You're both removing about the same. Is it really just because we're using borax and we want to be using right away? Oh, look how much radiation we've got. Weakness 2, hunger. Oh dear. Well, radiation is becoming an issue, and if you're noticing you haven't struggled with radiation, it's because I turned it on myself because I thought it would be fun to deal with. And I mean, yeah, look at this pile of machines we got. But I think right-away fluid is gonna be the ticket. So we'll whip that up next episode, and then yeah, some more stuff to figure out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.